I'm still Lizzie Fidel. How you doing? So today I want to be talking now. Kingdom marriage is not by luck, but it's by choice. Yeah, you heard me. You know, a lot of persons, funny enough, even Christians, our Christian brothers, our Christian sisters end up marrying wrong. Not because they chose to, but I would say because they were not intentional. You know, one good thing about God is that He reveals everything, every damn thing. If you are really intentional with Him, if you really work with Him, He reveals everything to you. But most times, yeah, I'm talking about Christian brothers and sisters because they are the ones basically intentional about getting it right. If you are intentional about getting it right in marriage, you don't just rush into it because you feel this person has like 90 or 100% of what I want and all that. You know, two persons or even more than two persons might have the same qualities you want. Maybe let me just say outward qualities. If you really want to get it right, it's not that you are lucky, but because you are intentional. You are intentional about it. Because you've made your choice too. It's only when you make your choice that you get to know this person and you find out that there are still some things that is not supposed to be. Say, no, let me just take a chill pill, let me wait and hear from God. But some persons, boom, they will see some of the things they want and they will rush. It will be like, it's a confirmation already, I know my God. No, even if it looks like it, let me shock you, the devil cannot test you with what you don't like. The devil will definitely use that thing which you like to test you. You know, when you are praying to God, not just God is hearing you, the devil also is listening to you. Yeah, the devil, that's why most times, not sometimes anyway, not most times, sometimes you pray about something and maybe the next day you see something that looks like it's coming. It might not really be from God. And the greatest gift for a Christian is grace of discernment, discerning spirits. When you have a discerning spirit, you don't even need to look twice to know if that is the right thing or not. You just say, no, the devil, I know you are the one, but then I'm bigger than this. And you put it beneath yourself. But most of the Christian brothers and sisters, they'll just jump into it and say, yes, God is answering me. And maybe your peace is shaking, maybe you're not even sure, and you just jump into it. And then in future, you'll be like, God, why did you allow me to do this? Maybe the angel is somewhere telling you, no, my son, no, my dad, I don't do it. You'll be like, no, that's the devil. You now call the angel the devil. You don't just need to say it. Be intentional about it. When you see people that get it right, it's not really a bed of roses. If they tell you your story, that it has never been easy. God did not promise. Yeah, God said we are going to make it and succeed at the end, but He didn't promise us a smooth road. And that's it. Basically, if the road is kind of smooth, so there is no testimony. The testimony is not going to be loud. How will people learn from it? Yeah, most times, if you check almost 100% of every people that get it right, there must be something behind it. It's not only going to be smooth, but what makes it a testimony, what makes it authentic is when you are able to pass that, when you are able to overcome every challenge, every temptation on your way. Yes, don't just say they are lucky. Yes, they are lucky, but they are not just lucky because they are scholar name. They were lucky because they were intentional. They were lucky because they were patient. You call them lucky because they waited to hear from God, because they confirmed. They didn't just rush into it. And then, of course, you need to be prayerful now. Some persons be like, yes, because I'm a Christian brother, I'm a Christian sister, because I work in the church, God knows what He's going to do for me. Baby girl, guy, there are a whole lot of petitions waiting for Him. So you need to keep confessing it, believe it, walk towards it. Don't settle for less until you get that. That's most things people they'll be like, I'm tired. Are you not seeing this sister? Are you not seeing this brother? No, everything is turn by turn. And God, the truth is, when God is making you to wait, it means your testimony is going to be loud. Yeah, that's just it. So why not wait for that special meal that God is preparing for you, other than rushing? You know, I saw a clip by Anora TV. Yeah, a lot of people, they were hungry and then they said they can't wait for a special meal. Most of them jump into taking tea, bread, egg. Patient lady. She waited and she had a whole lot. There was a whole lot of meal that she was served with. That's the way it is. When you are patient with God, He gives you a full package meal. But a lot of us will not want to be patient. They rush into that half-baked man. They rush into that half-baked woman because they feel they've seen like some of the things they want. That's true. The devil, example, if you like a fair lady, the devil cannot tempt you with a dark lady because he knows you will not fall. That's just the truth. So wait on God. That kingdom marriage is attainable. Yes. Just wait on God. You will be lucky and then you'll be successful. So it's still possible. Don't envy those that you call lucky that are into it. You should ask them. It wasn't easy, but because they were patient. So you can also be lucky only when you are patient and wait on God. Only when you go, when you attain, when you are sure that it's from God. Don't just assume because He has some parts of what you want. Be very sure you hear from God. And you know, one thing about God is He's a very sweet person. He's a very sweet being that if you are really intentional with Him, if you really want to work with Him, He's not going to allow you to make mistakes. God is so sweeter than what you can even think. Only if you can obey. Like you always say, obedience is better than sacrifice. But most persons will choose to do it themselves because maybe over familiarity, they'll feel like, yes, I know God now. He's a merciful God. He'll forgive me. And one thing you should know is Mr. A might be lucky to escape. What of you might not be lucky. So make sure you get it right by being obedient, by being patient, by being intentional about it, by working with God, by dropping everything at the feet of God, allowing Him to make decisions for you. You know, He knows what will happen in the next 20, 10 years or thereabouts. So why not trust Him with your choice? Why not trust Him with every decision you make? And then you see everything working in the right path for you, and see everything working in the right directions for you, and see everything going so smoothly for you. You know, I love you. Hope you got value in this clip. See you later. Have a blast.